Hey everybody, welcome back to Rolling Through Life. My name is Wanda, and today's a different type of video. I have went to the doctor, and good news, bad news, it all depends how you look at it. But I have to get healthier. Um, First, he told me about my sugar level. Sugar level is at 99, so it's pre-diabetic. It's within normal range, but pre-diabetic. So it's not good. I'm like 1 point away. And then, but my A1C level is 4.4, which is normal. Um, so yeah, I have to get rid of this standard Pepsi and all the sweets I've been eating. It's not playtime just to lose weight anymore. Um, it, it, it it's to get healthy. I have gained 10 pounds in the last month. Um, so it's just not good. I've been letting stress get a hold of me, and emotional eating, binging it all the time. I'm just binging. Like today, I came back from the post office. Speaking of post office, I'll get to that in a minute. But I just came back from the post office and stopped in and went to Uncle John's place and got dinner to come home, which wasn't the healthiest. It was 2 pork chops and a huge serving of potatoes, um, home fries. But I mean, I split it in half. But honestly, it could have been split in fourths for a normal size serving. But you know, potatoes and all that grease, yeah, it wasn't the wisest choice. So, yeah, I gotta get serious about losing the weight. Um, Tomorrow, I go and pick up my Chantix to quit smoking. I am in the, I think he said mild to minimal COPD range, but he says that can heal itself. I mean, it's just starting out to where it can heal itself by just stop smoking. He said within 6 months, um, I should have the lung capacity of someone my age. Right now, my lung capacity is at 88 years old. So, but he sees that getting better. I mean, I'm just so happy I switched primary care physicians to someone. I mean, he's definitely business. I mean, business oriented. He's very thorough, but he's also a caring doctor. I have tried to get my last primary care physician to put me on Chantix for, I know, well over a year, because I know I can't do it on my own. I've tried before, it doesn't work. So this doctor cares, and I told him I have tried and I keep failing. So he definitely prescribed Chantix, so I start that tomorrow. He said make a stop date from 8 weeks out. He says if I stop earlier, that's great, but don't stop no later than that date. He said that will give me time to slowly decrease how much I smoke and, you know, um, learn to do something else besides smoking. It's all habit, you know, and I have to figure out. And I know I crochet, but like I've told you before, a lot of times I have a cigarette burning in the ashtray because I just have to have it lit. So I have to find something totally different than crochet when I feel the urge to smoke. So, yeah, that's what was going on at the doctor's. Everything else looks good. Liver looks great, which, you know, is it's a point that I keep an eye on that, because that's how my mother passed away, was the liver failure from prescription drugs. So he definitely knows how anal I am on those numbers, but they look good. So, you know, and he understands how the oncologist is looking at um, my platelet levels, so he's on board with that, how we're going to deal with that. So, you know, like I said, it was good and bad. Actually, if I really think of it, it was good news, because everything is reversible. You know, I lose the weight, my sugar goes down to a better normal level, and I quit smoking, and I should be able to take deep breaths and stop the coughing. So, yeah, I just have to look at it as a very good doctor's appointment. I go back at the end of May, which by then I should have have had my stop date or very close to it, and we'll reevaluate things like the sugar and stuff. So the one thing that's really going to be, I mean, I'm really on board with quit smoking. I am. What I'm not on board with is getting rid of the Pepsi. I do like my Pepsi. It's like someone with coffee, you know? They love their coffee. He said what I can have is water, flavored water, and apple juice. That's it. So well, that's where he wants me to get to. That leads for a very dull life, in my opinion. Especially when you're, you know, in the house all the time and you have nothing better to do. I mean, at least Pepsi was one of my pleasures, you know? But I can't really play around with this. I mean, I have to quit the Pepsi. I have to. Or at least get it down to where it's maybe once a week. He says I'm allowed red meat once a week. White meat, fish, I can have. So he did say I could have pork, but it has to be white meat. I hate white meat. I hate it with a passion. I can't have dark meat and chicken. That's all I eat. I know I'm being complicated, but white meat is so dry to me and it gets stuck in my throat. I just steer clear of it. But I believe he said the dark meat is mostly fat, and it's just not good. I don't know. What do you think? This is going to be a whole life-changing way of eating. I mean, the smoking is a whole life change of trying to find something else to do when I'm stressed. It just, I think I'm making it more complicated than it is. I don't think it's that complicated. I just don't like people taking things from me. I've had that all my life, you know. People saying I can't do this, can't do that, and what's the doctor saying? You can't do this, you can't do that. But my head definitely is telling me he's right. I know this for a fact. But my heart's like, man, why? When is it going to stop people telling me what I can and can't do? You know, I know we have laws and stuff, but it's like everything's being taken away at once. And he says I don't have time to just concentrate on the smoking and not deal with my eating habits. I have to do both at the same time because he does not want me to go into high blood sugar levels. He says once you get to them levels, it's very hard to get out of those levels. So he says it'll be more difficult than it will be now. So I'm going to combat 2 very bad habits at one time. I'm not looking forward to this. Thank God I'm not married because I'd probably kill a husband by now. or at least when I start. Yeah, it's going to be difficult, but I'm going to forge ahead and do this. And I'm thinking about doing something like a maybe a video food diary once a week. He says I have to exercise. It's going to be tough, but I have to figure a way of doing it. You know, and this is stuff I've been talking about for months. You guys know this. I've been talking about it for months. Ooh. But I've been putting it off. And now the time's come to where I can't put it off any longer. So, yeah, that's the update. I don't know. It's going to be a struggle. It is going to be a struggle. But I went to the post office today, and I got mail in my P.O. box. My first piece of mail. And I was so pleased to hear from this person. I am so sorry. It says, I'm here if you need me. Isn't that darn cute? And it says in the inside, heck, I'm here if you don't need me. Either way, I'm here. Hope you're doing okay, April. Thank you, April. I love it. I do, and thank you so much, honey. I do love it. I was very pleased. If I could have done a cartwheel at the post office, I would have, because it was like, yay, my first piece of mail in my P.O. box. So anyways, thank you so much. Bye.